Hey guys, my name is Haley and I'm starting off a vlog. I definitely fell off the bandwagon with filming in general in the last 2 weeks or so. I went on one long weekend trip and everything fell apart filming wise, and then I ran out of time to film, and with work it wasn't working. So we finally caught back up with other life things and I'm able to film. I am just gonna probably film a reading vlog. I don't even think it's a themed one. I also started doing some prepping for something I'm planning to do in the very near future, which, if you're watching this, teaser, I am starting, hopefully, fingers crossed, to do blind date with books, but specifically I want to start with spooky season ones, so like horror and thriller and things like that. So I've been working on collecting some stuff for that reason, and also just I'm very much in a fall mood even though it's still like 90 degrees here. And I went to a couple of stores to get some supplies for the blind dates, and also just got some decorative pieces. So I'm going to show you those real quick to start the vlog. So far we've got this. We've got this little travel mug witch's brew thing, which is going to be a bitch to clean, but I'm very excited. It's very cute. I also think it'll look very good in Bookstagram photos, which is another part of my thing I'm doing along with vlogging and blind dates and all of that in the next couple of months. And then we have this little mug. I was honestly just thinking iced coffee for the both of these. And then we have these catch-all trays. This one is my favorite thing. This is what my earrings are as well. Also, if things are blurry, I'm trying to figure out the cinematic mode on my phone and whether or not I like it more for vlogging or only reels or what, but we're experimenting with that. But I have these catch-all trays, one of which I might use, and I don't know if this is a good life decision or not. I have one of these candles. It's one of those bleeding candles that turns red as it melts. And I got all of these Dollar Tree, by the way. Dollar Tree or Five Below. I got a couple of shirts from Five Below. Maybe I'll show those later in the vlog. But I was trying to figure out a thing to put these in. I feel like this might be a little too shallow for that. For my bleeding candle that I think will look cool in videos and pictures. And also I've always wanted one and I've never seen one for this cheap. So I also got this. It may also work very well for it. But those are some of the fun start to Halloween things that I've gotten so far. But yeah, I'm going to take you along with my long weekend, hopefully, and vlog for a little bit. So here we go. I would also like to clarify, because this is kind of a reading vlog, I have no idea what I'm going to read. I don't really have a TBR. I am in the middle of the Merciless series by Danielle Vega, so I have a feeling I'll at least read the second book of that in this vlog. But other than that, I have no idea. No plans, just vibes. Welcome to testing microphones. Oh, testing microphones with Haley. This is without the microphone. And a tripod. And this is with the microphone. Does it sound better? Do I clip it to my shirt? Let's try that. We are a lavalier. Is that cute? Is it better audio quality? Let's find out.
Enhances the vibe. The bottle that she held didn't have a label. Its contents looked to her like syrup. What is it? Homebrew. He leaned in a conspiratorial stage whisper, he said. Homebrew's in the basement. Don't tell anyone. Will it wake me up though? I'm flagging. Oh yeah. Hello, this is only like my second vocal update, and I accidentally read a whole book because I was wrapping some of my sneak peeks. You see those? Blind dates with some books. I'll give you another little sneak peek. These are the adult ones. I have 3 of the adult ones done. Or mostly done. I have to like actually label them. Ooh. With like the genres and stuff. And then I wrapped all of, I'm covered in glitter from that experience. And then I have all of the kids ones wrapped in like more kid-friendly skeleton. And then I have to label those. And then I'm hopefully gonna make a post of some kind. I think I might do it through Bookstagram. But I'll do a community post or whatever they're called on here if you're interested. But finding me on Bookstagram, which this is my Bookstagram, would probably be the easiest way to get a hold of me and do it through DMs there, because I do usually post things on Facebook Marketplace, so I'll probably also post there, but I don't like to post my Facebook publicly because that's where all my family is, so I will probably post them on Marketplace as well as Bookstagram when I do end up selling those. I'm hoping to get them up within the next week or 2. With plenty of time for spooky season, because all of the ones I'm currently wrapping are horror, thriller, or like psychological or sci-fi. I think I have a few apocalypse type ones that fall into like thriller and sci-fi, so yeah. That's most of what I got up to today, but while I was doing all of that, I read the audiobook of, what's it called? Brainworms by Alison Rumfitt, which I just talked about on my TBR, right, which I also filmed today as I'm filming this, but this book was bizarre. I completely understand why Katie Spicy Cats reads, whatever she goes by. I apologize. I don't know. I've just found her recently in her channel. But I get the best weird book, like Weird Girl Lit, and like monster romance recommendations from her. Love her channel. But this book was about trans main characters, but it is the weirdest Weird Girl Lit. Like, the only comparison that my brain could come up with while listening to this was if you liked Big Swiss by Jen Began, and if you liked Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson, which was a book I read last year. If you like those 2 books, if you like threw them into one book and made it more horrific and gore with a lot of trans and transphobic commentary, that is this book, in my opinion. So I don't know if those are like what small group of people have read both Bloom and Big Swiss that would also be interested in this book, but if you have, for some reason, please tell me in the comments down below, for one, because I would love to see that combination of people, because that probably means we have very similar taste. But yeah, I loved this. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's probably going to stay in my brain. I low-key want to order a copy of it because I really enjoyed it. And that's my opinion on that. And then I finished that while I was listening to... I finished that while I was doing my blind date books. And so I still had several left to do. So I started episode 13 by Craig DeLuey. And this audiobook is already fantastic. It's about a haunted house, and it's about these paranormal investigators that are there to find the ghosts. And that's as far as I got. It is like full cast audio, which we love. And I'm very excited to listen to this one because it's definitely been on my TBR for a long time. I want to say since last fall at least, if not longer ago than that. But yeah, I love this. I'm enjoying it. And I think for the rest of the evening, I'm going to sit here and read The Merciless, the second one, that I was already halfway through, because I want to finish off that series, and I'm pretty sure my library holds aren't very long, so I'm gonna go read for probably the rest of the evening, and then I have tomorrow off of work because it is Labor Day. And then we'll see if I keep the vlog through the rest of the week when I am working, because again, can't vlog at work with children. But I may be able to vlog a little bit here and there in the evenings if I read, hopefully. I'm hoping to read during the week. I'm really bad about it while I'm working, but I thankfully only work 3 days, so. And then I'm hoping to have this up by Friday. I'm also trying out different upload times on YouTube this week to see if it makes any sort of difference. So if you have a YouTube channel and you are seeing this, please tell me what time you upload your videos, because I'm curious if they make any difference when it comes to engagement. Because you can Google as many times as you want what's the best time to upload on YouTube, and it doesn't work for everyone. So that's the point I'm at right now. But I will see you later.
Who is this? The cheerful voice is recognizable as Dr. Sean Roebuck. Another voice cuts in, which appears to be Dr. Don Chapman's. We are your children, but we are not yours. We are not owned. We are free, Dick. My brothers and sisters are the people who allow me to be free.
When it's actually like 70 degrees outside, so you can come outside and read. We're gonna sit out here for a little bit. Listen, I want to be an outside reading girly so bad. But literally, I was out there for like 15-20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I already got bit twice on my hand after putting on bug spray and Purell and all the things they're supposed to hate. The mosquitoes are ridiculous this year. I don't know if y'all are in Ohio, but they're ridiculous. I'm going to buy like 5 citronella candles and put them in like a fucking pentagram circle. Citronella circle. Ritual circle. And that's how we're going to read outside this fall. That's all I have to say. Try to be cute and aesthetic and read outside, and the mosquitoes said no. So we're going to read Bury Your Gaze in here before I have to go to bed for work tomorrow.
Would probably count for this. I would also even count Maggot Screaming by Max Boot III. It's like a very different, unique take on the idea, I guess, of a
And like I said, really bad at vlogging during the week when I am working. Like, I know I am, so I don't know why I tried to continue vlogs during the week. But, so, I did end up finishing episode 13. This was great. I gave it a 4 stars. The audiobook is so good. If you like full cast narrations and sound effects and everything in your audiobooks, please go read this. This was a really, really fun haunted house story. I liked it a lot. It wasn't quite a 5-star for me. The audiobook was easily 5 stars on its own, but I gave this like a 4, between a 4 and 4.5. It was really fun. I finished it like the next day after I last updated you on it. And then I also, within that same like day and a half, finished The Merciless 2. Yes, because I'm in the middle of the 3rd one right now. Which this one is a continuation of the first book, and I really like this series. I didn't like this one quite as much as the first one, so I think I gave it a 4.5. This one definitely had like a boarding school element, and there's a lot of like religious related trauma, which, if you know me personally, I really enjoyed seeing the Christians as the bad guys. So if you don't enjoy that, maybe don't read this one. I don't know the general consensus on what people think of the rest of the series outside of the first one. I know the people I've seen talk about the first one loved it, and I am fully in that camp, but I never really saw anybody read any of the other ones, and I really like this one. I thought it was good. It was just as well paced. My favorite thing about these is how the action literally picks up about halfway through the book and then just doesn't stop. Like, Daniel Vega is very, 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 very good at pacing and like having nonstop action for like the entire second half of the book.
in my opinion. I think she's great at it. So I gave this 4.5 stars. I'm in the middle of the third one right now that I'll probably talk about in another video. I'm really enjoying the series. And I'm probably going to end up getting all of them physically. And then I also started and finished Bury Your Gaze during this vlog, which you saw me reading outside after I was attacked by the mosquitoes, in which I still want to make my citronella pentagram ritual circle so I can read outside when it's actually nice out without being eaten alive. I am like the worst. I have whatever blood types that mosquitoes love, so like I will be eaten alive if I go outside at all in like the evenings, and it's awful because the mosquitoes are so bad this year in Ohio because of all the flooding we've been having. But anyway, I read Bury Your Gaze and I love this. This is gonna be on my favorite books of the year. I haven't decided where it ranks, but I read Chuck Tingle's other book, Camp Damascus, last year, and I really want to reread it because I remember really enjoying it, and I want to like put it in my religious trauma videos because it's 100% religious trauma related. And this one was just a really fun horror. It's about this writer. He's a screenwriter and he writes for like this very, very popular TV show. He's in the closet personally, but his characters are very much like queer focused. So there is speculation about his sexuality online, and it has a whole commentary about that, about like the issues with speculating about people's personal lives if they don't want to make that public information. And this also is just a horror novel about he starts being basically haunted by his own characters that he has written for various famous horror media over the years. And it was so fun. The commentary was so good. I loved it. And I want to read all of Chuck Tingle's other books. I know he has a lot of weird books that are like bizarre leaning, and I might even get into those because this was so fun. I loved Camp Damascus too. I'm so excited to read more from him. And also, I follow Jan Agaton on Facebook. Where am I? On YouTube. And she is like a rep with Aardvark Book Club, which I didn't know anything about. She's the only person I've ever heard talk about it, and she has like a code, so I was looking into it. I was like, okay, let's see, because I saw that she got Bury Your Gaze for her book of the month for that like subscription service, so I went to check it out, and I found out I could get it way cheaper here on that place than having to buy it online. Like, this is a $20 hardcover that just came out, and it's not going to go down anytime soon, and I got it for free, as well as an upcoming release for September that I'm really excited about, that you'll probably see in a vlog or a book haul or something very soon. But I ended up getting a physical copy of this because I loved it so much, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you have similar book tastes to me, and like horror tastes especially, please read this. It's also very humorous. I love his writing. But yeah, those are all the books that I read in this vlog. None of those were planned because I didn't really have a TBR, but I also have another little bit of a long weekend, so I might vlog again. I might film other bookish content. I definitely need to catch up on filming because I've been very, very behind, but I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please leave the little ghost emoji. Leave 3 of them in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys next time.